And Bill, we are getting some new staggering numbers from our CBP contacts telling us that between Friday and Monday, there were over 35,000 migrant encounters at our southern border. You do the math on that, that's almost 9,000 every single day. Astronomical numbers approaching record highs. In the meantime, local communities out here have to deal with it every day. Take a look at the...
China? You speak English? Anyone speak English? China? You speak English?
No
English.
all China. This whole line. China. It's all China coming to America. A whole line of people.
Hola, ¿de dónde son?
Venezuela. Culpa de una dictadura. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Zen Lounge. I hope you like my series on the Las Vegas cyber attacks. A lot of interesting things are happening here in Las Vegas. And I'm going to be talking about some general updates right now. There's a lot going on in the world. Last episode we talked on how to prepare for a cyber attack. There's numerous other reasons why you should be preparing, because a lot of the economic experts are predicting that in 2024, before the next election, there could be a major crash. And if you're preparing, there could be some generational opportunities, to get some price points when this crash happens, and to really load up. So the more prepared you are, the better you're going to be able to take advantage of the opportunities that present themselves. Today, the Federal Reserve paused rates, so they stopped continuing to raise the rates. They paused. Also, the southern border in America is in trouble. We're basically getting invaded. You guys should. I'm going to show some clips of what's happening on the southern border. You need to be aware of what's happening, because there's also talks about the virus being mutated, and there basically being a possible another variant. There's so much on the table, including a World War III that could happen, that could shake up the current financial system. One of the interesting things about the MGM Grand were they built the system from the ground up from scratch during this whole process. Could this have been a giant decoy so they could build and position themselves for the new financial system? That could be what's really happening behind the scenes. They could be, while they're rebuilding their system from the ground up, what if they're actually integrating the new financial system? We have no idea what's really going on. The story sounds bogus to me. So guys, remember to subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, join my website, and enjoy the rest of this video.
Importantly, if you have an extra room or suite in your home, please consider hosting a family. Safe housing and shelter is our most pressing need. Become a sponsor family. You can contact the Brazilian Worker Center for more information on how you can step up if you're willing to have an additional family be part of your family. If you're a local official, a college president, a business owner, or a faith leader with an available building or space in your community, please work with us to offer it as a shelter site. If you're a social service provider, please consider becoming an emergency assistance homeless shelter provider. Our resources are stretched thin there as well. And if you're a hotel or a motel owner, consider opening it up for emergency assistance. If you're a landlord or a property owner, we can use you too and connect you with service providers to help transition families into permanent housing. Everyone has something they can offer.
This is showing our border crisis out of control. This footage from our team at the southern border today, capturing one of the largest mass illegal crossings they have ever seen in Eagle Pass, Texas. Border Patrol sources tell Fox over 2,200 people have crossed illegally since midnight. Meanwhile, footage out of central Mexico shows a train packed full of migrants racing toward the U.S. border. Those on board cheering while hanging off the sides of the cars. Fox News cameras also capturing the moment migrants, dressed in camouflage, scaled a border wall in Arizona.
Yo, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Zen Lounge. As you could see in this video, we shifted gears from the recent cyber attack that's happening in Las Vegas, and now we're going to be talking about what's happening at the southern border. The world is like the Twilight Zone. It's getting scarier and scarier by the day. But if you understand what's happening, you could properly prepare, and you could stay cozy, and you could stay empowered through these strange times. And Elon Musk is commenting on this. It's strange that there is almost no legacy media coverage of this. About 2 million people from every country on earth are entering through the U.S. southern border every year. The number is rising rapidly, yet no preventative action is taken by the current administration. So you can see he is commenting on this post about Haitians, basically, and Venezuelans, basically, let's just call it what it is, invading the border. Hundreds, thousands. You guys seen the videos. It's pretty wild down there, and you could see Elon Musk and the legacy media isn't covering it, maybe not enough, but all the big, even CNN, Fox News, ABC, they've all, New York Times, all have posts about it. It's very real. It's happening. You can see it's a top news story when you search it. But I guess this is also a problem all over the world, and it leads me to think something. You know, first of all, it's another, in my opinion, planned elite agenda. Trump back in the day said the man George funded these caravans and funded these type of movements, and I kind of believe that. And look, they actually encourage it. California Senate approves $300 weekly checks for unemployed illegals. So California is actually, you know, hooking the illegals up with $300 a week. You know, so this was just approved. The California Senate on Tuesday, this is May 31st, 2023, voted to pay $300 weekly checks to unemployed illegal immigrants. So that's kind of to show you part of the problem, right? And it leads me to think, so also, if you guys remember what else is happening, U.S. just keeps giving hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars over to Ukraine. There's also connections with Ukraine and Stellar, the blockchain, and Stellar is making huge moves. So Stellar has more real-world assets on chain than any other chains combined. So Stellar XLM is a cryptocurrency, and like we talk about on this channel, we're moving into this great reset. You could see how they're resetting the world. And if these migrant issues keep happening all over the world, remember what Stellar's product is. They have Stellar Aid to assist in giving mass aid to people in need, and disaster victims, people that are moving from different countries, like migrants, could benefit from Stellar Aid. So interesting here. It's like they could send these people, all they need is a phone. They could send them, airdrop them funds that they need, and then as long as they get to a MoneyGram location, they could cash out and have funds. And this was a UN refugee program backed by the UN, and they use a Stellar blockchain. So this is like kind of connecting how these migrants can play a role in the future financial systems, a need to create more of these aids, because you have all these, you just saw thousands of displaced people. If they're moving from country to country, they can't open up a bank in each country. So why wouldn't they be able to use Stellar Aid, right? That's kind of what I've been thinking, pondering in my head.
Other news, let's get through the news real quick. So Federal Reserve made a post saying they see no recession until at least 2027, a very smooth landing. I call BS on that. The Fed's never going to give you the on-point information. According to Henrik, he is basically saying, this economicist, that the Fed sees no recession until at least 2027. He says either they are extremely stupid or straight out lying, or can't decide which one is worse. These charts tell you that the recession is 100% baked in, beginning of sometime 2024. But his theory is that we're going to see a blow off top, ending off the year. People are going to turn bullish and greedy again, and that's when the big crash is going to come. There's going to be a great financial crisis that is on the horizon. So let's talk about the moral of this video real quick, because I don't mean to, give you guys fear porn, but we have to understand that the institutions like BlackRock, let's sidetrack real quick and talk about this whole Great Reset agenda. So the BlackRock, State Streets, or Vanguards wants to buy all the home, all the assets, all the property. They want us to own nothing and be happy, right? So if you need further proof that our entire system is designed to make bankers wealthier and rip every dollar from your hand, consider this. Institutional investors may control 40% of U.S. single-family home rental homes by 2030, according to MetLife Investment Management. So 40% of U.S. single-family homes could be in the hands of institutions within the next 7 years. Are you going to sit on your hands and let these next 7 years pass, or are you going to prepare and get ready so you are in that 60% category and you actually do have something to your name? You actually have assets. Like I said in the past videos, we could see some opportunities present themselves, whether that's a crash in the stock market, whether that's a crash in the housing market, the car market, commercial real estate. So many asset classes could potentially crash. The only way you could benefit from those crashes if you've been preparing, and if you had some, energy, money, a network that could help you in these type of situations, secure these assets when they're very cheap. You're only going to be able to take advantage of them if you're prepared. Have you ever, a lot of people have lived through multiple financial crises, multiple big events in their life. Have you ever lived through those events, seen super cheap deals, and then you couldn't take advantage of it because you weren't prepared, and then you look back on it and that stings, that hurts? Don't let that be you with the next big meltdown. So like I said, Henrik is predicting a big blow off top, and then early 2024 seeing a big historic crash. If we see that crash, that's going to be opportunity to pounce. So I'm going on and on in this video. I have some more clips to share with you guys. We went over a lot of different topics today. I'm trying to paint a picture of, the world is not going to be the same world by 2030. There's so much happening. The Great Reset, the elites are trying to push their agenda. Whether you believe in it or not, I'm going to show you the real footage, the real evidence, and then you guys could take this and do what you want with it. So everybody, I'll see you guys next video, and peace.
More importantly, there's 3 giant corporations, BlackRock, State Street, and Vanguard, which collectively, they own each other, so it's really one giant corporation, but they also own 89% of the S&P 500. They own everything. They've now decided to buy every single family home in America. So if they stay on the current trajectory, they will own 60% of the homes in this country, single-family homes, by 2030. They literally are trying to buy everything. And the head of it, Larry Fink, the CEO of BlackRock, is on the board of the World Economic Forum. And what they've said, we want this great reset, which is you will own nothing and you will be happy. Well, they're on their way to making sure that we don't own anything. So you all probably have heard of people who are about to buy a home, and somebody comes in at the last minute with a cash or offer and snatches out of the market.
Right.
And it's usually an LLC with an ambiguous name. But if you trace that up, you'll find it's owned by BlackRock.
Wow.
Yo everyone, this is my call to action. Join the Zen Lounge Discord community. Join the Zen Lounge. It's only $15 a month. I promise you're going to get more value joining than you would not be. So join the Zen Lounge. I'm uploading all new content, including a new series for newbies to get involved with cryptocurrency. So if you're brand new and fresh and want to learn all the how-to steps, how to set up a wallet, how to use the exchanges, how to get involved in this Web3, so you're ready for the new financial system, this is the time. Join today or set up a consultation call with me and get started with learning. We could warp speed your education into Web3 by joining the Zen Lounge. So you're also going to be in a like-minded community of people that are becoming self-resilient, and the knowledge you're going to receive in this community is going to be priceless. We have a bunch of meetup events planned. All Zen Lounge members are able to attend these networking events complimentary, and I hope to see you as a member of the Zen Lounge if you enjoy my videos. If not, just subscribe, leave some comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
I remember I was playing a game with my 9-year-old son, John Leslie, and I beat him 10 straight games in a game called Connect 4. And finally, I said, John Leslie, I'm bored. I don't want to play you anymore. And I got up. I said, I'm ready to go to sleep now. John Leslie said, no, you can't go now, Dad. I said, why? He said, it's not over until I win. That was his attitude. We sat down and we played several other games. And finally, after the 11th game, John Leslie won, and he got up and he yawned. And he said, I'm ready to go to sleep now. And I'm saying to you, what if all of us took that attitude after we face a rejection and a no, or we have a meeting and no one shows up, or somebody say, you can count on me, and they don't come through? What if we have that kind of attitude? The car's repossessed. Nobody believes in you. You've lost again and again and again. The lights are cut off, but you're still looking at your dream, reviewing it every day, and say to yourself, it's not over until I win. It's very important as you hold on to that dream. There are moments when you're going to doubt yourself. There are rough times that are going to come, but they have not come to stay. They have come to pass. It's very important for you to know that. Don't say I'm having a bad day. Say I'm having a character building day.